But what if I told you there are people around the world who routinely live past 100 years old, without medications, without supplements, without gyms, and without health apps? But why can they reach 100 while most of us struggle to stay healthy past 70? So, most longevity experts said it's genetics. Then I discovered these hidden pockets around the world called the blue zones, where people live extraordinarily long, vibrant lives. And today, I'm sharing the 12 shocking secrets of the Blue Zones protocol that could add up to 10 healthy years to your life. And the craziest part? Secret number 7 completely contradicts what most fitness influencers are telling you. But what exactly are these mysterious blue zones everyone's talking about? So I discovered there are 5 specific regions in the world where people live measurably longer, healthier lives: Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, Ikaria in Greece, and Loma Linda in California. But what makes these places special? So, it's actually a perfect storm of environmental, lifestyle, and dietary factors working together. Then, when Dan Buettner and his team of researchers studied these areas, they identified common denominators among all Blue Zones' lifestyle elements that seem to contribute to their extraordinary longevity. But what should I actually eat if I want to live to 100? So, researchers analyzed the diets across all 5 Blue Zones and found a consistent pattern. People eat a diet that's about 95% plant-based. Then that doesn't mean they're all vegetarians. They do eat meat, but only about 5 times per month on average, and in small portions of 3 to 4 ounces, about the size of a deck of cards. But what does this mean for your plate? So focus on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and especially beans. And legumes are consumed daily in all Blue Zone regions, with at least 1 cup of beans every day. Then try having a bean of the week to incorporate more legumes, from black beans in Mexican dishes to chickpeas in Mediterranean-inspired meals, and start filling 95% of your shopping cart with plant foods while limiting animal products to special occasions. But which specific foods should I prioritize in my diet? So, researchers identified the foods that appear consistently across all Blue Zone regions: beans and legumes, the cornerstone of every Blue Zone diet; greens eaten daily, often foraged wild varieties; sweet potatoes, especially in Okinawa; nuts, about 2 handfuls daily; olive oil, primary fat source in Mediterranean Blue Zones; whole grains, unprocessed and often heritage varieties; berries and other seasonal fruits; and fermented foods from kimchi to natural yogurt. But what's the key takeaway? So instead of chasing trendy superfoods, focus on incorporating these time-tested staples into your daily meals. Then Blue Zone residents don't think about eating healthy. They simply eat their traditional foods prepared in traditional ways. And try replacing one processed food each week with one of these Blue Zone staples. But what supplements should I take to boost my longevity? So, I discovered something shocking. Blue Zone centenarians don't take supplements, and not multivitamins, not protein powders, not fish oil capsules. Then they obtain all their nutrients from whole foods, eaten in combinations that have evolved over centuries to maximize absorption and benefits. But what does this mean for your supplement routine? So, while some supplements may have benefits in specific situations, the Blue Zone's research suggests focusing on nutrient-dense whole foods first. Then if you do consider supplements, consult with a healthcare provider about vitamin D if you live in northern climates, or B12 if you're fully plant-based. But when should I eat my meals for maximum longevity? So researchers noticed that Blue Zone residents naturally practice a form of time-restricted eating. They typically eat their smallest meal in the late afternoon or early evening, and then don't eat again until morning. Then, this creates a natural fasting window of 14 to 16 hours, which research suggests promotes cellular repair processes called autophagy. But how can you implement this? So try having your last bite of food 3 hours before bedtime and delay breakfast slightly if possible. Then this doesn't mean skipping meals, just condensing your eating window to give your body more time to repair itself. But what type of exercise program should I follow? So, I discovered something surprising. Blue Zone residents don't exercise in the way we think about it. They move naturally throughout the day. Then they garden, they walk to friends' homes, they knead bread, They don't use many mechanical conveniences. And researchers calculated that they're moving every 20 minutes on average. But what can you do in our modern sedentary world? So look for ways to build natural movement into your day. Take stairs, park farther away, do housework manually rather than using machines, stand up and move every 20 minutes, and build a daily walking habit. Aim for at least 30 minutes daily. Then this constant, low-intensity physical activity appears more beneficial than our modern pattern of sitting all day, and then doing an intense workout. But what specific exercises should I do to live longer? So I looked at how Blue Zone residents maintain functional strength into old age. Then their strength comes from activities like gardening, household tasks and walking on varied terrain. And these activities develop what researchers call functional fitness, the ability to move in ways that support daily life. But what exercises should you prioritize? So focus on movements that improve balance, core strength and flexibility rather than just building muscle size. Incorporate activities like squatting, carrying groceries or water jugs, balance exercises like standing on one foot, and stretching routines or yoga. But how do I manage stress in a way that promotes longevity? So I found that Blue Zone communities have specific daily rituals designed to shed stress. Then Okinawans take a few moments each day to remember their ancestors. Seventh-day Adventists in Loma Linda pray, Icarians take a nap, and Sardinians enjoy happy hour. And these daily rituals, practiced for just 15 to 20 minutes, help reset their stress levels and may explain their lower rates of chronic inflammation. But what stress-shedding ritual could work for you? So it could be meditation, prayer, a short nap, mindful tea drinking, knitting, or even just sitting quietly without digital devices. Then the key is consistency. Make it a non-negotiable part of your day. But how does having purpose affect my physical health and longevity? So, researchers discovered something remarkable. Having a clear sense of purpose can add up to 7 years to your life expectancy. In all Blue Zone regions, there's a concept of life purpose. Then the Okinawans call it ikigai. The Nicoyans call it plan de vida. People with strong purpose have lower stress hormones, better immune function, and even different gene expression patterns. But what can you do to develop your purpose? Reflect on what gives your life meaning. What gets you up in the morning? So, write a personal mission statement that captures your values and purpose. Then ensure your daily activities align with this purpose, even in small ways. But how important are my social connections for longevity? So, studies revealed that social isolation is as dangerous to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And Blue Zone centenarians belong to tight-knit communities, often with lifelong social connections. Then they prioritize face-to-face interaction, not just digital communication. But what can you do to build your longevity tribe? Evaluate your social circle. Do the 5 people you spend the most time with support healthy habits? So join groups based on shared interests or values. Then schedule regular in-person social activities and consider volunteering, which provides both purpose and community. But how does my family life affect my longevity? So research showed that family connections create both practical support systems and provide emotional stability that reduces chronic stress. Then in all Blue Zone regions, family is a central priority, and centenarians keep aging parents and grandparents nearby or in the home, commit to a life partner, and invest time and love in their children. But what practical steps can you take? So make family meals a priority. Research shows they benefit both children and adults. Then create family rituals and traditions that bring everyone together regularly. And if possible, live close to family members or create a chosen family of close friends if biological family isn't nearby. But does spirituality really affect my physical health and longevity? So, studies found that people who attend faith-based services 4 times monthly live 4 to 14 years longer than those who don't. Then almost all centenarians in Blue Zones belong to some faith-based community. And the denomination doesn't seem to matter. What matters is regular participation and a sense of belonging. But what can you do if you want these benefits? So, if you have a faith tradition, consider becoming more active in its community aspects. Then, if not, Explore communities built around shared values or philosophical traditions that provide similar benefits of reflection, purpose and community. But how can I set up my environment to support longevity? So researchers realized that Blue Zone residents live in places that make the healthy choice the easy choice. Then their environments nudge them toward natural movement, fewer labor-saving devices, social connection, homes and communities designed for interaction, healthier food choices, gardens instead of fast food, and lower stress, more connection with nature. But what changes can you make to your environment? So, place a fruit bowl prominently instead of a cookie jar, remove TVs from bedrooms, and create a pleasant walking path nearby. Then keep comfortable chairs on your porch to encourage neighbors to stop and chat. The key insight is that willpower is limited. Your environment needs to support your longevity goals. But which of these 12 secrets should you start with? So, research suggests beginning with just one change, the one that seems most appealing and doable for you right now. Then, build habits gradually. The Blue Zone way isn't about overnight transformation, it's about consistently applying these principles over time. Let me know in the comments which of these 12 secrets you're going to implement first. And don't forget to subscribe for more evidence-based strategies to optimize your health and longevity. Remember, the goal isn't just to add years to your life, but life to your years.